6, we're using the bar chart to help us answer the questions, and it's showing us the number of wet days there were per week and then how many times that happened. So for the first one, we need to say how many weeks were recorded, and to do that, we're going to be adding together the frequency on each bar. So we've got 4 times this happened, 1 times this happened, 3 times, 2 times, and another 1 time. So we're just adding those different ones together. So we have 4 plus 1 plus 3 plus 2 and plus 1. So that's going to give me a total of 11 days, or 11 weeks in total. It's not days we're looking at. And then we need to write down the modal number. So the modal number is similar to the mode. It's asking us the most common, and we can see that the highest bar there is 0. So 0 days rain is the modal answer. So on most of the weeks, there was no days of rain. And then we need to calculate the mean number. So you can do this either by hand or we can do it on the GDC. So if we're using the GDC to do this, we're going to tabulate our data. So we have the number of wet days, and then we have the frequency of that happening, which is like the number of weeks that it happens. So we have no wet days 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. And then we also need to write the frequency of how many times that happened. So there was 4 days of no rain, 1 day of 1 rain, 3 days, 2 days, no days, 1 day, no day, no day. Okay, so we're then going to do menu, statistics, stats calculations, and 1 variable statistics. And then it's going to ask us for what the data is, hopefully. My laptop is very slow. Statistics, stats calculations, and 1 variable statistics. So the data we called wet days, and the frequency list I called frequency, and we click OK. And the mean number is shown by X bar. So that's what we're looking for, X bar. And we can see there it's 1.636. So 1.6363. And we want to write it to 3 significant figures. So the final answer would be 1.64 days. So that's how many days on average rain we have. And then we need to find the percentage of weeks that had more than 2 days of rain. So if we're talking about the percentage of more than 2, we're interested in this bar and this bar. They're the only 2 bars with more than 2 days of rain. So in total there was 2 plus 1, looking at the heights of those bars, 2 plus 1. So 3 out of the total 11. So we convert that to a percentage, which is just 3 divided by 11. And that gives me, if I do Control Enter, we can change it to a percentage. So I have 27.3% if I round that to 3 significant figures again.